Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people with us who are listening in tonight. I was just practicing. Making sure I was prepared. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's council meeting. I wish to acknowledge the Wadawurrung people and any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people with us this evening or listening in via the live streaming broadcast. So I'll initially look for apologies, and I believe we have two apologies this evening. We have Councillor Trent Sullivan and Councillor Ron Nelson, Deputy Mayor, who is on confirmed leave of absence. So there are two. I think everyone else is here. So declarations of conflict of interest. Are there any declarations? The answer is no. So confirmation of the minutes of the meeting of council on 23rd of September. Can I have a mover? Councillor Story moves. And the seconder, Councillor Katos. So all those in favour? So that's carried unanimously. Mentions question time, but given that there is nobody here, we'll skip right through that. And there are no petitions to be tabled tonight. And reports. So we have one report, namely regarding the preparation of the 2024-25 annual report, which includes the draft financial statement and draft performance statement. Can I have a councillor move that? Councillor Katos and a seconder, Councillor Story. Oh, so Councillor Burson. Councillor Burson. So, Councillor Katos.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Yes, as you said just then, so the annual report for 2024-25, we have the draft financial statements and draft performance statements in front before us this evening, and it's a requirement under the Local Government Act that a report on the financial year and operations, the audited financial statements, audited performance statements, and copies of the auditor's report are passed given in principle approved by council and then sent off to VARGO as soon as possible after the financial year. So that's why we've got this meeting tonight, to do it as quickly as we can. The report, and of course the CEO and I think a couple of councillors have to sign as well, so that's in there. But basically the report that's, as far as the financial statements, a few little things I might just comment on. We have an underlying surplus of 1.829 million, which is a turnaround on a deficit the previous year, which is good. Council holds over $5.3 billion worth of assets, and we're investing $139 million. We're invested in the 24-25 financial year on renewal, upgrade and new assets, and we received $66 million worth of infrastructure assets from developers in that year, which is a significant amount of assets. And also council loans were reduced and borrowings by $25 million to 164, as we were at our limits, so it was important to get that down, and that's continuing trend. We're going to, at 60, I think we'll be about 52, and then we're dropping down to into the 30s by the end of the budgetary forward estimates, which is good, because we needed to reduce our debt because we were right on our prudential limits. And we also have cash and investments balances have increased by 199 million, 299 million I should say, up 70 million. And that's what will continue to fund our ongoing capital works program in 25-26. And one good thing we always encourage, as far as the performance of council goes, we always encourage the efficiencies. All the general managers and the CEO are always looking for efficiencies in council. And one good statistic in there is that the total expenses per head of population has remained stable. So we've actually keeping our costs stable, so they haven't gone up, which is good. Well done by the organisation in doing that, because it's one thing to talk about efficiencies and that, but to actually find them and see them in black and white is credit to the organisation. And with regard to that, I think I've spoken quite fulsomely on this matter, and I'd be happy to hear other councillors' comments.
Councillor Burson. Any other councillor wishing to make?
Just a quick one, Mr Mayor, if I may. I tend to look at the capital works with these reports quite a lot. One, to understand whether we're effective in delivering on our capital works budget, and other, just to see how we're tracking against previous years. I mean, what is positive, particularly given the feedback that we've received from the community over the past 12 months and during the election period as well, was investment in things such as footpaths and roads and things of that nature. It's good to see that our capital spend is reasonably healthy and in excess of what we had spent this time last year in those areas. So I think that's a real positive. There's obviously other areas that we've still got some catch up to do, but in terms of some of that basic infrastructure that people look upon us to deliver, I think it's positive that we're making, pardon the pun, inroads on that.
Nothing further, Mr Mayor.
Favour? Councillor Cadwell, can you hear us?
I can hear you now. Were you looking for comment from me?
I was just saying, I was putting it to the vote, all those in favour, and I just didn't see you indicate.
Sorry. I think the internet just dropped out on me, but I'm definitely in favour.
Okay, so that is unanimous. Okay, thank you. That's carried.
Thank you.
That concludes the proceedings and the meeting tonight, so thank you for that. So we close the meeting at